Citizen Health here with a warm-up routine. This is for people who have had knee injuries. So we're going to focus on keeping the torso tight. I know you hear that phrase all the time. Keep your core tight. I call it harden the stomach before you get sucker punched. Because if you have ever been punched in the stomach before, you know you have to immediately make a wall out of your stomach muscles and your abdomen. So I always just say harden for that sucker punch. You're going to keep the top half of your body during this routine kind of stiff. So like when you're doing tricep kickbacks, you do not move those elbows. You keep them stationary. So you want to be very stiff. So we're going to loosen up before we do some low intensity knee workout routine for a warm up. Do some neck rolls and just go. We're gonna do 10 in one direction, and then we'll do like 8 in the other direction, counterclockwise. So just take your time. You don't have to go as fast as I do. Just do as many as you like. Just make sure you're working out any of those knots before you start doing your warm up. I always say the neck is probably the stiffest part of the human body these days, mostly because of our computer. So it's very important to make sure you roll it out before you start doing anything. And now we're gonna, after this, do some arm circles. And, the point of that really is to make sure you don't have any knots again in your scapula and the lower back or high up on your neck as well. So this is just to work out any tightness that you might have from sitting at the computer yet again or just watching TV. We're stuck in a stationary position a lot of the times and don't realize that it's hurting us. Now, as we're rolling our arms around, I want you to roll your hands up, head down, and get on your tippy toes. And just stretch. Now, arms down, head up. And then back up with your hands and down with your head. And then down with the hands, up with the head. And then up with the arms, down with the head. Really feel that stretch in the back of the neck. And again. All right, now I want to stand in position where your hips are below your shoulders and just get on your tippy toes, one side of you, and then reach that arm over your head. Now, other side, on your tippy toes, reach that arm over your head and stretch, coming back down. Other side, and you're really going to stick your feet out just a little bit on the bottom this time so you can get that very, very extended lateral stretch. We're really trying to get the sides of your body with this movement, but a lot of people will just stretch and stick their arm on. I think it's very important to isolate your midline where your waist is first before you set into this move. So we're going to start with just some on your tippy toes. On your tippy toes, left, right, left. On your tippy toes, right. On your tippy toes, left, right. And just feel how that accentuates the muscles on your sides. You can really get a lot of stretch if you focus in on what you're doing before you start this exercise. Keep going to the other side. Go at your own pace. Now really stick that foot out there. Now you really are starting to feel it on the sides. I like to add a little jump at the end, and you can just really reach for the stars on this one. It's one of my favorite warm-up moves. Just keep going basically until you feel completely warmed up. I don't know, I like to do at least 20 seconds worth, but you can go as far, as long as you like. All right, so that was a lot of fun. I would like to take you into the second part of this routine. We're going to do just some simple leg touches. As we put our hands on our hips, we're going to touch in front with one leg, touch back with the other leg. And remember that your fulcrum, the leg that takes all of your weight, is the most important part right now. So you really want to make sure that's secure. We're building stability. Then you put your hands on your hips, or you can keep your hands out for balance. So touch front, touch back. You can touch in the middle. We're just going to touch right now. Really focus on the fulcrum, knee bending just a little bit. If you feel any sharp pains, move to the other foot and do the same thing. Just touch in front, touch it back. Now, if you're touching your front, I want you to kick a little bit. If you've made it this far, just kick. Now kick back. And so we are doing a extreme balance stability exercise without weights. Now, I've noticed that something that's very good key to mention here is that when your arm goes back, your leg goes forward. And that is how the end of this move ends up. So touch back, touch in the middle, touch in the front, touch in the back, touch in the middle, touch in the front. Anything to keep your balance, because you're programming your body on how to depend on that fulcrum right now. And then when you feel that you have good balance, then I want you to lift your foot up and start going from front to back without touching. But it's really about you and how you can decide if your body tells you you're good or not. If you feel any sharp pains whatsoever, stop this exercise. So remember, you start on both sides always, a touch, touch, and then kick, touch, back, and kick. And this is, so you see the hand goes forward, leg goes back, hand goes forward, leg goes back. Touch, other leg. I do like 15 seconds each side. You know, make it fun, you know? Just make sure it's very fluid. Keep your torso stiff. Arm forward, leg back, arm forward, leg back. Arm back, leg forward. Now, there's another really important part of this exercise. So this will be the third part. And it is called proprioception. It is going to strengthen your core, and it's going to help you with the stability that you need. So closing your eyes, we're doing the same move. Touch forward, touch back, touch forward, touch back. Oh, you noticed it got a lot harder. Make sure your shoulders are over your hips. Your fulcrum leg is bent just a little bit. And you'll notice that you are really in tune with where your arms and legs are with your eyes being closed. You're going to strengthen your core. You're going to program stability moves that are healthy for you. And it also is just a simple and fun move to do to music. So take your time with it and make sure that you're having fun. And forward and back and forward and back. Touch, touch, and kick. Now you can touch forward and then kick back if you want. I mean, I've seen people start off that way too. So just have fun with it. Enjoy. And this is your warm-up with Citizen Health. I call it Harden the Sucker Punch. Thank you.